everybody, and welcome once again to the Spartan Sports Report here on TV3. And Sam and I are happy, as you can see, have two guests. Sam, would you like to introduce our folks?
Kelly Howes and Jeff Cooley are track coaches.
Absolutely, that's
co-head coaches. And
co-head coaches.
Very glad to have them in here.
Certainly are, because it's about their season coming up, but right now would not be a good time to be doing their thing.
You know, when you see the track coaches come in, spring's right around
That's
the corner.
true. That's a good point.
And it's a sunny day today. So.
When do you guys' schedule begin?
We start official practice next Monday on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And then our first meets, the indoor version, start in March, and then we're outdoor in April.
Gosh, that is close.
We're getting there.
Won't be long before you'll be out there cracking the whip.
We'll be in the field house first, Fred.
Okay. Is this your first time to be in the field house first season?
No.
Were you in it last year? I wasn't sure if the construction was finished or not in time for
we used it last year. Yeah, it's a nice place to have, especially on days like today, a little chilly out there.
Mm-hmm. How long does your season last?
We last until we start in February, and the state meets are the 1st of June. It's a pretty long season.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's the outlook? What's returning for you?
Go ahead.
We have several. We won the sectionals, both boys and girls, last year. We have a lot of returning kids. We have on the boys' side, we have Owen Baker, Parker Sweet, who went on to the state last year. So we're looking for big things from him. Andrew Isaacs. We have quite a few returners. Now we lost quite a few boys from the sectional roster, but I think we're looking okay.
Sam, that's a good place to be. Yeah,
It certainly is. And
returning people,
returning sectional people, and that's real good. And you know, there's a lot of activity at a track meet. It's fun to watch. The kids work hard at other sports, some of the other types of sports like cross country, but you can't see them so much other than running down the street. But you can go out to Spartan Field and really be entertained.
Yeah, for sure. There's 16 events at a track meet. There's field events, there's running events, distance, sprints, hurdles. There's variety, something for everybody, I like to think.
I like it because, like the running events, the racing, there is a winner. It's not subjective.
No, it's not subjective.
If you throw a shot put, there's a winner because the one that goes the farthest. You do the pole vaulting, the one that's the highest wins. So I like that part of the track and field meets.
Absolutely, I agree 100% with that. There's no, from a coaching standpoint, when I used to coach other sports, like I coach soccer or whatever, it's kind of subjective. You don't know, okay, should this girl be playing here or there? It's pretty easy in track and field. Okay, Sam, you outran me, so you get the spot. So from a coaching standpoint, that's kind of nice.
How many kids can you have on a team? How many is unlimited?
Yeah, it's unlimited. As far as, now it depends on what meet you go to, how many you can enter. Okay. Like if you go to a big invitational where there are several teams, you can usually enter 2 kids per event.
Okay.
But if we're having like a dual meet with Centerville, everybody can run. So it's kind of depends on the meet that you go to.
So in essence, the kid coming in as a freshman is on the varsity.
Could be.
Yeah. Do you have a junior varsity?
Yeah,
oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do. It's not like you would think in basketball there's a varsity game and a JV game, right? So we have a varsity heat and then the JV heat.
I see.
The JV kids aren't scored unless they have their own separate meet, which we do have. Hopefully we'll have one of, maybe 2, depending on how many kids. So it's kind of a different feel. It's not like a separate, okay, here's the varsity and the JV kids are over here. They kind of like are in it together. In the distance events, they all run together. So.
And it changes. There's opportunity in track and field for the kid who was the 3rd or 4th kid last week to be, in the top 2 this week. And they can go back and forth and earn varsity spots with each meet.
That's kind of nice. You can see who's doing what that way too when they're all there together.
Yeah, and it breeds competition, which is, as a coach, is what you want. You want people competing for those spots to push each other to get better. So
I always like to say it's not whether you win or lose, it's whether you win.
Okay.
What kind of conditioning do you want your participants to be doing?
We are in the middle of preseason training right now, and we've been doing preseason for a few weeks. And with that, a couple of days a week, the kids meet, and all of our coaches are there, and we have individual workouts that we give for each group. I know that the distance kids have been doing some running to get in basic condition, and we do some workouts to strengthen, and the throwers have been doing some throwing drills and exercises, and I know Coach Cooley has been working with the sprinters, and the hurdlers have been hard at work, and we're just laying a foundation right now.
I see.
And so when we're starting next week, we can just build upon that.
How does the IHSA control your training and practicing and so on?
Not a lot of control, just basically telling us when we can start and how many competitions that we can have.
Yeah, and they have, recently in the last couple of years, they have dead periods where you can't work with the kids. Right now, it's fall sports are in a dead period. It'll just rotate, so there'll be a time when, like the track kids, we can't be with them at all. I don't know the exact dates when those things occur, but they do that. I think they did that a few years ago just to kind of give the kids a break from doing the same sport over and over.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do we host a sectional at CHS?
Yeah, we host
I thought so.
actually, yeah.
That's good.
Yep, boys and girls, yeah.
That's always good. That's always, and that to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Good weather and everything. Yeah.
We hope good weather.
Yeah, we hope.
Well, we hope for good weather. Right.
You have a lot of multi-sport athletes?
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of gymnasts, a lot of basketball players, a lot of swimmers. I mean, yeah. And at a school our size, you kind of have to have multi-sport athletes. We're, of course, not the Carmels where you only swim or you only do this. Yeah, we rely heavily on that. I mean, our sport is great for conditioning for the other sports.
Sure.
I mean, it's if nothing else, you get in shape out there. So yeah, we do share a lot of athletes.
It makes them good all-around athletes too when they play more than one.
Absolutely, I think that college coaches now want that all-around athlete. They want those kids that aren't necessarily just in one sport, but they can do a multitude of things. Then they can take those athletes and mold them to what they want. I think so many times people or kids get into the mindset that I have to do one sport because I'm going to get a scholarship and I have to be great. And some of that is true, but in the grand scheme of things, really, a wide variety of things is better for you athletically.
Sounds like an interesting program, and I know track is leads to cross country in a way, but Kelly said that she doesn't coach cross country, but she works with the youngsters.
Yeah, several years ago, I think this is year 6, I retired from coaching high school cross country. I had done that for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I started the Fayette County Running Club, which is for the youth runners, so the elementary kids. And I primarily started this because I have small children, and it gave me an opportunity to get them into running. And so with that program, we have 2 meets a year. We have one in the fall and one in the spring. It's the elementary cross country championships, and we've had 300 plus kids each time we've done it, and it's been really successful. And
sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a really rewarding thing to do.
These are the future kids when
They sure are.
get into high school and everything. You look forward to that.
A lot of fun to watch too. My grandkids participate in that.
Yeah, there's nothing like standing out there and watching 150 little kids come running towards you.
That's a big track out there
Yes.
for those little ones.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Sounds like it, and the kids really enjoy it.
They do, and we're starting to see the benefits of it. This is, I believe, the very first season in track and field that we actually will have some of the first youth runners.
Oh, good.
They are actually 9th graders now, so hopefully we're starting to see how the running club is going to work out for us.
You guys got any graduates in college that are doing well, representing Connersville?
Well, I'll tell you this. We just had a couple of boys sign for Dustin McCarroll's going to go throw for IU East, and Braden Jones is going to go
To Wilmington.
to Wilmington and pole vault. We do have kids in college. I'm not exactly sure, how they're doing. I know Adam Arndt and Caroline Arndt run. They are, I forget where they go. I don't remember where they go.
Sure, I know.
Can we think it? I don't know anyone else.
We have had several past athletes that run in college, and we have so many on our team now that are aspiring to. I think it's becoming more common. I know that we have a couple of sprinters who, on a daily basis, will tell us that they are working towards that goal. So it's really enlightening to be able to work with them and see them pushing towards those end goals.
Well, it's wonderful to have Connersville kids in college doing this, and when the PA announcer comes on and says where they're from, that's great.
Well,
absolutely.
You got to think too. Think of how many. What's a basketball team? 15 kids.
Right.
Track team takes 50. So there's so many opportunities at all sorts of levels for an athlete to be a track athlete.
And with 16 events, the amount of college scholarships and financial aid is vastly more than most other sports.
That's good
and I think that's something that kids forget.
Sure.
And when they're thinking, I'm just this athlete, like Coach Cooley was saying a little bit ago, if they were to expand that, their opportunities to go on and play collegiately and participate are much greater with track and field.
For sure.
In college, you went and did what?
I did. I attended Franklin College, and I ran both cross country and track for the duration that I was there. Yeah.
So it's a natural for you to
For me, yeah, absolutely. It's in my blood. It's something that I can't give up. So,
well, that's great.
That's great.
Jeff, what about your experience?
A little bit different. I went to college and graduated.
That's good.
No, I was not a college athlete. I hated running. Hated it. Basil Malby made me run. I didn't like him nor running. That's my running experience from the past.
But you're often seen on the streets running.
Oh, now I enjoy running.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say.
Yeah. I've changed my tune for sure.
Okay, you're having the elementary school and middle schools. Kids get ready to register and so on.
We are having the Fayette 5K in early April, and with that we'll have an elementary race. We'll have a 3K. That is on April 16th.
April 16th, 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
middle school. Come run.
The elementary kids will have a 3K,
Yeah, right.
and
Okay.
the other race is a 5K, and that's open to anyone who wants to do it. Elementary kids can do the 5K as well, but there is a school championship that will be done for the little kids. That's getting ready to start. I know that our middle school track and field team has just had their call-out meeting, and so they're getting ready to start. And like we said before, we are starting next Monday. So it's all coming at the same time.
Who helps you guys coach?
At the high school level, Tim O'Rourke is our hurdles coach and high jump coach.
Okay.
Coach House does the distance. I do the sprints. Let's see.
Coach Perkins and Coach Vessels do the throws.
Yeah. And I'm forgetting some. Oh, Coach Kirchhoff helps with the distance. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone else. We're blessed, really. We have a lot of volunteers.
Yeah, that's great.
guys and girls that just kind of come back and we're like part of our team, and they come back and they give back, really. We have a lot of those kind of volunteer people.
Takes a lot of people to put on a meet, doesn't it?
It sure does. Yeah.
It does. Was that, you're going to come help time?
Well, we'll see.
Okay, all right.
I did come to a soccer game after
Yeah,
the last time you were on this show.
That's why I just said that, Sam. That's why I just said that.
Yeah,
You need to come check out
it too. I think
he
told me
did
that.
like it.
Yeah, he
No,
liked
he
the
did.
soccer, yeah.
Franklin County didn't get there too early.
Yeah, so I didn't get to
Anyway,
see too
I do
much.
appreciate that, though. So you come out to watch track.
We'll see what we can do.
Coach House loves to give people
I do.
stopwatches.
Oh,
I do. At the middle school level, we have Lindsay Brooks and Morgan Hamilton and Bob Gibbs are our middle school coaches, and they do a fantastic job. Morgan is one of the kids that we were just talking about.
Oh.
She is one that ran for me and Coach Cooley years ago. She went to Hanover, she ran collegiately, and she's back on our coaching staff.
That's great.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
bringing a lot of good ideas. and everything.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's
She was a
great.
phenomenal runner, and she's very early into her coaching career, but we're very happy to have her.
I'll bet you
Do
are.
the
That's
middle
good.
school kids use the facility at the high school or up at Grandview?
No, they come out and share the track with us.
Okay.
I don't know, 3 or 4 years now.
Several years now, yeah.
And they come out. I just think we just thought that it's a better kind of fit. They see what we're doing. Obviously, the next couple of years they're going to be there. So we've made it work.
Gives them something to look forward to and
It does.
build toward.
It does. Yeah.
It also
absolutely.
gives them the opportunity to utilize the field events and get some help from our field event coaches who have, a vast array of knowledge on the sport, and it allows them to know us. And so coming to us when they get to high school with questions and, what event do you think that I should do, it helps a lot in that aspect.
And when they get to high school, just to know an adult at the high school
Absolutely.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're happy to have the field house. What did you guys do before you had the field house? How did you prepare for the
We
season?
would have been running down Columbia Hallway.
Okay.
Yeah, which when you do what you have to do, right? I mean, we're fortunate now that we have we can pole vault, high jump, long jump. We can throw indoor shot and disc. We have hurdle capabilities. I can run sprint drills, do block starts. I mean, it's really helped us out, especially
bet.
on days like this. I mean, I just looked. The track is totally snow covered, and that's not unusual in February. So yeah, we're lucky to have it. It's a good training facility.
That's great. Well, we were many years without it, but other schools did have such a facility and sort of put you guys at disadvantage.
Yeah, it kind of did. And we, like Coach House was telling you a little of our schedule, East Central is March 5th. Well, they've had a field house for a while. And we would go down there, and our kids who were jumpers and vaulters were already behind because they've been doing it since, December or January. And so now we have the chance to kind of keep up with
That's
them,
good.
I guess. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we have some kids that have been working with us. As Coach Cooley said, the IHSA gives us windows of time where we're allowed to have the implements and to throw and to vault and jump. And because of that, we've been utilizing that schedule, and these kids have been working during those time periods all year long. And so when we go to East Central, it's not the first time that they're going to touch their pole vaults or their poles, and they are able to compete.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be really beneficial, I think.
Well, a level playing field, you have to
Sure.
have one of those.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. But, we had a basketball game in Connersville over the weekend, and Sam is here to tell us all about it.
Well, an exciting game. Came from behind and went ahead. 8 seconds to go.
You're speaking of Lawrence North.
Lawrence North,
Indianapolis.
one of the premier programs in the state. Now, You remember this? Our buddy Howard Renner always wore a certain tie when he went there. But one of the Hall of Fame coach. He's got over 800 wins, and he's the only coach that they've ever had at Lawrence North.
Yes.
Overall, he's closing in on 900 wins. So talented that way, and always has a good team. This year, no exception, and. It showed that their star player, C.J. Gunn, going to IU, hit the game-winning shot at the horn. But I just liked the way our kids battled back, and it was much like the Noblesville game where they were down at halftime and chipped away, and I think had Lawrence North rattled, and it seems like we do that when we go inside the loop in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Spartans were down 14-5 at the first quarter, so they had to really come back, and did.
They did.
Almost won the ball game.
And fun to watch. And, good time of the year to have a game like that, I think. Getting ready to go into the tournament here 4 weeks away. Section will be over 4 weeks from today. So.
Well, it proves to the kids what they can do, and when they do fall behind, don't give up. It shows how important every possession is, right, Jeff?
Right.
For sure.
I mean, it's important to control the ball, protect the ball, as they say.
Every possession is precious, they say.
and Coach.
TV3 was at the game. We have some video we'd like to show you right now from the Lawrence North Spartan game.
One of the premier programs in the state, year in and year out. Excellent coaching, one of the best in the business, and very good players as well. I think one of two things can happen. You can beat you so bad that you feel so bad about yourself, or two, you can go out and beat them and or compete really well. And I think that there's benefits to be gained by playing the talent level and the coaching that they have, that we can find out what some of our weaknesses are. We're near the end of the season. We're finishing up conference, getting ready for the tournament, and we can address those things between now and the end of the season.
DJ Gunn!
What was the turning point in the game, Sam, in your opinion?
Well, hard to say. I think just coming out, they were only down 10 at halftime. And, it started in the second quarter when they got within 10. I think one thing that we hadn't seen was we hit our free throws and big time, and we hadn't been getting them. And I forget exactly how many we had, but the majority of our points came from the line, which is good to see getting ready to get into the tournament. Not too far away.
By only a point at halftime, and
guys did a good job, and they hung together and really played well as a team, I thought. But you expect nothing less from a Kerry Brown coach team, that they're going to be disciplined. And they're looking at the crowd there. We had them outnumbered 3-1.
Really? I was going to ask
Spartan Nation, it's amazing.
Isn't that something, how the Spartan fans follow the team? I mean,
and Saturday afternoon, there weren't a lot of fans there, but that was the home side mostly that we just saw there, coming down there where the scores table is. And there, C.J. Gunn hit the winning shot, and there's the celebration by Lawrence North. That we had them rattled. But what I was saying, the other side of the floor was where the Spartan fans were, and I wish they could have shown that, because it was
yes,
very good on the other side.
It's not unusual for the Spartans to outnumber the
That's right.
opposition in fans attendance. So.
Yeah, I love going into somebody else's gym and having more people there. And I think places we go, ADs like that too, because increases their gait and sells a lot of popcorn.
And the kids really appreciate it, the team. So, Jeff and Kelly, I know you enjoy basketball.
I do.
I know you do.
I do.
I miss him on the sidelines.
Yeah.
At one time, he was out there with the officials, talking to the officials.
Yeah. How many years did you coach,
Speaking in
JB?
general, 10 or 12. That's been a long time ago, Sam. Probably, I think 10 or 12.
And you've been away from it that long or longer now, right?
Yeah, I have been.
But you got to see, I know your girls were getting busy doing things, and you got to see your girls participate in a lot of school activities when you stepped away.
Yeah, that was
that's important.
Yeah, I agree. That's part of the reason I did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Spartans have a couple of tough away games, Sam, this
Yeah,
week.
Thursday night we'll be down East Central and take on the Trojans, and always tough down there. And then Saturday we'll go to New Palestine. And
Right, our
that's
non-conference game.
That's tough
East,
as well.
East Central's the conference game.
East
and then
Central's
followed by
conference
Franklin
game.
County.
Spartans are undefeated in the conference
Absolutely,
right now.
4-0, right,
But
with
we
3
have
games remaining.
bullseye on our back no matter where we go. And
True.
the last 3 conference games, East Central, Franklin County, who have won 13 or 14 in a row. They lost their first 2 and have reeled off that many. And then Lawrenceburg. And Lawrenceburg is just 1 game down in the conference right now. So.
They lost to Greensburg, which
I
was
think
a
so.
surprise, I thought. So an interesting schedule coming up, and it's right around the corner is the sectional, and Conference will host a sectional this year.
Yes, they do, and that's a good thing. You know, I was thinking that this is the 50th anniversary of the first state championship, and you had the call on that game.
I was there, yes.
Wouldn't you like to be there again
Yes.
this year? Yes.
Yes, that would be. But conference wins, though, conference championships are a good substitute until you win a state title, right, Jeff?
For sure. always a good thing. Never a bad thing to win.
That's right, yeah. So I'm anxious to see how the Spartans do in the sectional this year. They're the defending champions. They went on last year into the regional and almost.
You know, that regional's at
Defeated.
Washington again, 3 hours away. But we'll be glad to go there.
Evidently, yes, yes.
Speaking of the conference, I was wondering about the conference for track. Who's outstanding in that? Probably East Central.
Take a guess.
But we got to be right up there too.
We hope to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of really strong programs, and it's not just the East Centrals that are the strong programs. There are some small schools like Batesville that have very strong track and field programs as well. And it changes year in and year out. Hopefully it's us one of these days.
Yeah.
But are you guys in favor of class or
As far as class for track, not really.
no class in track?
No, we don't have a class for
That's-
track. Yeah, no.
Well, that's good.
The only time it comes into play is in the indoor state season when we are classified wherever football is. And so we're still a large school, and so it's indoor state is top 25 in each event in the indoor meets, and we seem to miss the cut on that. If we were a smaller school, we'd get a lot more kids in there.
Okay.
Yeah, they divided into 4, 5, and 6A, and 1, 2, and 3A, and we're 4A, so we go with the Carmels and Ben Davis.
Yeah. Or if we're just a little smaller, we would definitely have a lot more indoor state qualifiers.
I see.
Right on that line.
Yeah, we are.
Well,
Well, it's really a pleasure for you guys to stop by and join us on the program today.
well, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Your season is about to begin. As you pointed out, it's almost here, Kelly.
It is. We're so close.
So, and it's a long season.
Yep.
As you pointed, it goes into early June for the finals and
Yeah,
things.
the state meet. Yeah, which we hope to have someone at.
Well, yeah, we certainly do.
Yes.
So, bring some ribbons home, maybe. And things.
That'd be nice.
Jeff and Kelly, thanks again for joining us. And,
Thank you.
Best of luck in your season upcoming here at CHS.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody for watching this edition of the Spartan Sports Report here on TV3. Good night.